What's going on? How you doing? So, did Trump really say mental illness in video games caused the shootings? Hmm. How about anti-racial leanings? See, I will say this: racism is a form of mental illness. I ain't gonna talk about that. Mental illness is very wide, but again, this wasn't about that. When you conveniently leave out the subject of what the agenda was about, you do a disservice. There is a reason why there are certain people in El Paso, Texas, who do not want Trump to land there. They don't want to hear his rhetoric. As I said in the previous video, he has blood on his hands because extreme natures that are very divisive and the white nationalists, which are very real and very racist and very scary to quite a few, is real out here. And for him to use mental illness, video games, next he's gonna say couch surfing or something. He'll think of some flimsy reason to avoid saying white supremacy. He'll find everything to stop short of saying the white. He could sit there and say, well, we gotta stop racism, but he promotes it when he does his jokes of tours. He promotes it when he allows his audiences to go back to where you came from. He promotes it when he wears that "Racists Make America Great Again" hat. He promotes it with how he has had in the past go out there and say, look at my African American supporter. He promotes it by his divisive nature on a daily basis. Talking about African countries, talking about building borders and walls. If you're not about the people, you're dividing the people. So he cannot possibly be about the people. Because who he speaks about is upscale white privileged people. Let's just cut to the real choice of the matter. You know, his resort in Florida to Beverly Hills, NRA, he's thinking rich white folks. And a few sprinkles of people who are delusional, who think that he cares about them until he shows you what he's really made of. No, this is bigger than mental illness and video games. And I heard about video gamers going out shooting people. Mental illness is a disease, but it's also compounded with racism too. That is a mental illness. And I have addressed that before because there's a lot of mental illness with white America. And I point out to white America because the bottom line is this. If you're not talking about it and you're not feeling what's going on the real, you're in denial. That's an illness. And Donald Trump could very well be mentally ill because he doesn't talk about it. He conveniently does not go about white supremacy. And wonder why? Because that's big business for him. It's associated. That's how he's where he's at. If he was inclusive like Obama and was trying to capture everybody around the sun, he would not be where he is. And I also believe there'd be some dirt that come out on him that would really be damaging. He know where his bread is buttered. Believe me, Trump using mental illness in video game is to white out white supremacy. Wonder why. Give me your thoughts, your takes, and your comments. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and when the bell rings, a new video. Peace, and you have a good day. Something to think about.